స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారా?
స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం, మీరు రాసుకురాండి.
ఓకే మరి. గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్. This is about our lecture number 14th class. Okay, the group is BSc, BTZC, final years. Final year, 6th semester, aquatic biology. What is our topic is aquatic biology. In this aquatic biology, we are discussing the unit 2. In the unit 2, 2.1 is over. The next 2.2, right? The 2.1 we are already discussed the origin of lakes and classification of lakes and the morphometry of lakes. Lake is an ecosystem. These 4 topics are included in the 2.1, and where we discussed today in this session, that is 2.2. The morphometry of lakes is over. The next another one is here. Next, the physico-chemical characteristics. Physico-chemical characteristics of a lake. Okay, lake. Right now, here what are the physical characters and what are the chemical characters in the lake? Okay, let us be discussed here. The physical characters are, physico means physical characters, or simply we said that physical factors. Physical factors in an ecosystem. In an ecosystem, 2 main important factors is there: abiotic factors and biotic factors. Abiotic factors are these physical chemical factors, right? These are the non-living entities. Where the biotic factors, those are living organisms, animals, plants, and some these microorganisms. Those are coming up under the biotic factors. Let us discuss these physical factors. In the physical factors, the first one is depth of the lake. Depth of the lake. And second one, temperature. And third one here, turbidity. Temperature, turbidity. Okay, these 3 are mainly important factors and the physical factors. Let us discuss by them in a sequence order. Okay, depth of the lake. What it is mentioned here? How we measure the depth? Okay, ma, B. Depth, right? In last class, the morphometry and the zonation of the lake. Okay, this is the surface water. These are surface water. The surface water, where how we calculated the depth in using of sonar. Sonar graphics are used. What are the depth of the water bodies? Okay, it is in a very shallow depth. We can easily calculate it. But very in the oceans, marines, and large seas is there, in our world and planet of Earth. Those depth are calculated by the using of this sonar, radioactivitygram waves which are reached at the bottom of the water bodies, and calculated the accurate values of the fathoms of the water body. Depth is always calculated in fathoms, their deep depth, right? This is about the depth. Depth is always dependent, right? Based on the depth, these organisms are either grow in number or in a less in number. The productivity will be less or high or increases, right? Yes. Here the first factor is the depth of the lake. The shallow depth of lakes. Shallow depth of lakes, which means there is a low depth. For example, here I can draw another lake in this region, right? This is a shallow depth. It's a shallow. shallow depth of a lake. These shallow depths are useful to penetration of the sunlight. The surface water also catch the sunlight, and the deep of the bottom of the seas also catching the sunlight. That's why the deep or the depth of the water bodies or lakes are useful to increasing of their productivity. Why? Because here photosynthesis occurs in high amounts. They are have to catching the sunlight. The surface water will be increasing of their temperature, warm nature. That's why these are all are getting in the depth. Here the deepest oceans is there. Here we are already having the zonations, right ma'am? This is a limnatic zone and a littoral zone, limnatic zone, and this is a propondal zone, and next one the benthic zone. Here this is a complete dark and cool in nature. Dark and cool in nature. That's why depth is one of the important physical factor which is affect on the life of the water bodies, whether it is lake or any water body. Right now? Next, temperature. Temperature is also one of the most important physical factor. Why we said here our body temperature. What is our normal body temperature? 96 degree Fahrenheit. It is a normal body temperature. If it is increases or decreases, we may get some suffering from our body. Okay, the 2 digits are increased in our body normal temperatures, we get some fever sensations. Right now, that's why here our tropical area regions of our India show so many fluctuations in temperature. Okay, based on the seasonally. For example, here rainy season is there. Rainy season very cloudy in the weather and having the temperature is also fall down, and that's why the fungus and these blue-green algae, some bryophyta, moss type of plants are growing on the walls. Okay, which means the situations are changes. The condition will be changed, which are favorable to the another organisms. That's why these organisms' metabolic activities will depend on the temperature. Here the reproduction and the photosynthesis process. Okay, these are also be dependent on the temperature levels. That's why this temperature is one of the important factor to do undergo the metabolic activities in a higher lower manners. Isn't it? Right. Where the temperatures. Right. Temperature in normal temperature. Normal temperature of the body, especially human beings, man body, that is 96 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, if this temperature is dependent, okay ma'am, these temperatures always depending our metabolic activities. Temperature, the organisms always depend on the temperature. Why? Because if the temperature is high, we are getting very thirsty, and from our body the salts will be evaporated through this form of the sweat. That's why these temperatures take important role in metabolic activities. Metabolic activities of life or organisms. Right now, for example, what are the metabolic activities? Digestion, and next one is photosynthesis process. Most important one, photosynthesis process. Here the producers, they can produce in the get from the sunlight. Okay. Next, digestion after the respiration. Yeah, one more important point is the respiration. And next one, reproductions. Some organisms are shows in different climatic conditions. They are participated in the mating meetings, right? Okay, here what is the respiration? If the temperature will increase in the climatic conditions or the weather, in aquatic systems, in pond or in lake, right? Especially lakes, the water where the temperature is increases, here the dissolved oxygen percent is decreases. This is most important one. Temperatures will increases automatically. It shows action of the dissolved oxygen will be decreases in water. That's why the respiration of the aquatic organisms are always depend upon the temperature levels, right? If the light is penetrated to the cellulose bodies, here the organisms, the producers are growing like this manner, varying manner, and blue-green algae, and the fishes, where the small phytoplanktons, zooplanktons are growing very high or huge. The productivity of the lake is huge. Why? Because the shallow depth or penetrates to the sunlight and the water is always circulates on the surfaces. It always continue the flows, lotic water body. The water continuous flows on the lakes. That's why they have a beautiful product. Here the temperature. Some carp, Chena fishes. Carp fishes are tolerate or survive at the temperature of these 36 to 38 degrees Celsius. 36 to 38 degrees Celsius in the atmospheric temperature. Okay, and next one here, some fishes is there now. Those are especially present in that South Africa areas. Those fishes can tolerate the temperature up to the 40, and some microorganisms which are tolerate the temperature will be reached at above the 50 to 80 degrees Celsius temperatures only. They can survive in the water levels. That's why the different variations and fluctuations comes into the temperatures. Based on the temperature fluctuations, the organisms can tolerate and survive in the water. Those are the special. We are already known about the aquatic mammals, adaptations of aquatic animals or aquatic organisms. Right, ma? Here the carp fishes, channa, and then next another fishes is also there, ma? Channa fish and lake Clariobatrachus. Such a type of fishes can tolerate to live under the fluctuations of the temperatures, right? And next another one is turbidity. Next, third important physical factor in our topic is turbidity. How can we explain the turbidity? Right? The turbidity is right now. Here the shallow depth of a lake. Right. And here a large depth of the lakes. Right? Here these shallow depths have the incurrent, inlet and outlet of waters. Here also both inlet and outlet. They are connected with the river and they are meet with the another water bodies. Okay, ma. Here the sunlight, right? How? What is turbidity? Here the suspended particles. And the waste particles which are already mixed with the air, winds, or already they are run off from the rainwater and come and to join with these fresh water bodies. That's why the mud water, what we say, the sedimentations are present in the water. The mud water can come and mix with this fresh water. The water clearance will be disturbed. right? Up to we are seeing a neat pond. Then some rainy season occurs. Suddenly the rain is fall and runoff of those water with containing the soil particles and some dust particles. These are come and join with this fresh water. That's why the water will be appearance in a turbidities. Okay, the mud water, their clearance will be disturbed. That's why what will affect on this turbidity? If the turbidity is high in the water body, the dissolved oxygen percentage will be low. Right, ma'am? Here the important point is when the turbidity is high, dissolved oxygen are present in low levels. And also one more important thing is the turbidity is increases automatically. The penetration of light is very low. Okay, ma'am. The light can penetrate it into low levels into the water. Okay, ma'am. Light levels will be very low. That's why we can't see the clarity of the bottom of the water body. Okay, some length, either we are went to our village lakes, okay, then which is contained the shoreline, we are just walk with up to our knee regions. Okay, ma, we are observed so many chara plants and so many small fishes and snails and some what we say, some these phytoplankton, zooplanktons and the larvae of the mosquitoes. We are observing so many things on the water surface. But when the rainy season is come, the running of the waste and mud particles are enter into that area, we can't see clearly in that organisms. This is about the turbidity. The turbidity is increases, dissolved oxygen percentage will be decreases. If the turbidity will be increases, the sunlight where the light is penetration, so their levels will also be decreases. We can't see the clearness of the water. Okay, and the photosynthesis process will be going on less in percentages. Okay, these are the three main important factors, physical factors, which are effect on the aquatic organisms. And next one, another one is that is chemical factors, right? These are chemical factors. In the chemical factors are simply dissolved solids, dissolved salt and dissolved gases. Gases are oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay, these are most important. And remaining dissolved solids means here the salt-like structures. Sodium chloride is there, potassium, and some these calcium carbonate, which some aquatic organisms have their shell. External skeleton is made up of with this calcium carbonate. That's why some calcium. This carbon dioxide is dissolved in the water and form as a carbonic acid forms bicarbonates. Okay, such type of and some nutrients. Nutrients are also formed in this chemical under the chemical factors, right? The chemical factors here, dissolved oxygen. Light is also one of the important physical factor. Here depth of the lake, temperature, turbidity, and one more another point is light one. This light is coming from the sun. But basically on the seasonals light can show some fluctuations, variations, right? Variations. If the summer season is there, light is very bright and it also penetrated up to 6 meters in the depth of the pond. It is in a limnatic zone. Up to the 6 meter, 5 to 6 meter, that light can easily penetrate it. Okay, ma. Here the limnatic zone, the organisms are growing huge numbers, right? And next one, here we study about the chemical factors. Light is essential for the photosynthesis process. If there is a water body, there is a producers, then only the ecological pyramid is occurs. Physical factors is over. Okay, ma? That is depth, temperature, turbidity, and another one is light. Okay. The next where is the chemical factors. Chemical factors, which are shows the influence on the layer. These chemical factors are simply those are dissolved oxygen. The first one most important one, oxygen. Oxygen is necessary to live the organism wherever in the planet of Earth. Okay, either it is live in water or it lives in air or we are living in Earth. Every organism is must and should need the oxygen. Okay, and that is a simple point here. What is the percentage of oxygen present in our atmospheric regions? Okay, the surroundings of the our nature. This means 21%. This is in the oldest forms. Okay, up to now 21% of oxygen is present in the atmosphere. What the percentage of the oxygen dissolved in the water body? Just it is very little bit, that is a 10%. Very less when we compare with the earth to water. The how they are so little. 10%. In that the 10%, so many aquatic organisms are utilized this oxygen, right, to survive. Next one is the chemical factors, oxygen, and next one carbon dioxide, and wrote here one by one the chemical factors, dissolved oxygen, carbon dioxide, and next one the total alkalinity, and next one here the some solids, dissolved solids, okay, so many, right now, some nutrients, organic and inorganic substances, some salts which are present, some important elements, those are all are under controlling of the chemical. Air pressure also be physical factor, pressure. The pressure when the depth is decreases, pressure will be also decreases. Okay, well depth will be increases, pressure will be increases. Okay, ma? Benthic region, high pressures, whereas shallow water bodies, low pressure. Right. Right? Here, first one, oxygen. The oxygen is demanded here. Okay? These oxygen resources mainly aerobic. Right, ma? The atmospheric photosynthesis occurs in this atmospheric photosynthesis. One of the most important resource of oxygen is atmospheric photosynthesis. Plants, they utilize the sunlight and some this water and carbon dioxide, and they can go to the process of photosynthesis in the presence of chlorophyll, right, and especially the magnesium. The next they provides the particular food, that is the carbohydrates, and releases some water molecules through this oxygen. Right now, that is complete photosynthesis process is it. Just the atmospheric photosynthesis is the best resource of this oxygen. That's why the factors are influencing the quality of the dissolved oxygen. What are the factors which are influencing the dissolved oxygen here? The temperature. Right now, just now we are already discussed about the temperature. Okay. is oxygen. Influence factors. Oxygen is influenced by the factors either decreasing or increasing of these factors, or the first one is temperature, right ma'am? And second one is that is a partial pressure. Partial pressure. And next the third one is that is the concentration of dissolved salt. Concentration of dissolved salts. Right now, these are the influence factors which are present in an aquatic body. Which means here the what we said oxygen. Where the temperature is increasing in atmosphere condition, the oxygen levels will be decreases in the water body. That's why some organisms are go to the hibernation. This is simply be known as a summer hibernation, winter hibernation of the organisms. Here, for example, frog is there. Frog, where the temperatures are high, their body consists of these mucus glands. These mucus glands are dry to the temperature. That's why it can undergo some the rocks or the any other wooden sides and get the hibernation. What means the temperature will be increases, dissolved oxygen percentage will be decreases. That's why the organisms cannot feel such a sufficient of oxygen present in the water body. For example, in a simple aquarium is there ma'am. In the aquarium, we are observing the different type of fishes. Okay, somebody they are arranged in a small oxygen. Okay ma'am, oxygen pipes which are give some water bubbles on the surface of the water. This is the most important to leading of their life in a happy manner. Right? This is one. Here the temperature will be controlled, oxygen will be controlled, and the water depth is also be controlled, and the pressure will be controlled to survive of the fishes. This is an artificial life of the water body. And where we are discussing here the natural aquatic bodies. Okay, the lakes temperature when it increases, automatically the dissolved oxygen percentage will be decreases. Okay. Thank you. Remaining we are discussing later classes.